evening. I hope you guys had a great Wednesday. As I continue on my quest for searching for resources to bring to you about wellness and health besides the breathing that we go through, I am always listening to different podcasts during my morning run, just trying to soak up as much information and knowledge as other people have to give and offer and share. So this morning I was listening to Hal Elrod's podcast, and he was interviewing a doctor named Dr. Zach Bush. And I actually have met Dr. Bush, and I met him about a year ago at a conference where he was speaking and talking about our gut microbiome. Fascinating information. So what our microbiome is basically all the little organisms, bacteria, fungus, all those things and viruses that live inside our gut that feed off of what we eat and allows us to actually process food. It helps us with DNA replication and moving genes, and it was really fascinating. Hi Cassie, thanks for joining. And what he was talking about when I saw him a year ago was he mentioned a lot about probiotics and how he wasn't always in favor of probiotics because he believes that we get all of what we need basically from vegetables and plants we eat from the ground. He also pushes a lot about talking and restoring soil, and all the contents of soil is so vital, especially the topsoil level, because there's a lot of organisms that live in there as well, and they help take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and it helps bring nutrients to plants to allow them to grow. So anyways, got a little distracted, but from Hal Elrod's podcast today, he interviewed Dr. Bush, and he touched on that a little bit, but he also touched on how it can improve your health and how the microbiome is so critical for every aspect of our being. And it can even influence how we feel, it influences our food, nutrient intake, and just so much more. But thought I would share that with you. It was on Hal Elrod's podcast this morning, and if you want the link, if you can't find it, send me an email, amy@powerinstitute.com. I would be happy to send you that link to the podcast so you can listen to it. It was just under an hour, I believe, and if you put it on 1.5 speed, it goes by very quickly. So what we're going to talk about today then, related to breathing, is how to calm ourselves down to allow our hamstrings to relax. Now, a lot of times when I see someone for the first time, or I just hear this all the time, that they have tight hamstrings, they were practically born with tight hamstrings. Not necessarily the case. So what we can do is I'll often put someone on their back, lift their leg up, take a hamstring measurement, put their leg back down, do the other leg, put it back down, and then we go through the breathing process I've been going over with you. Again, we do it for about 5 minutes, just like we've done here. I lift their leg up again afterwards, and it goes up 20, 30 degrees more. I didn't touch their hamstrings. I didn't stretch their hamstrings. But what I did is help them calm down their nervous system so their muscles in their back relaxed, which allow their pelvis to curl under them to get into a neutral position. Most of the time, we don't realize that the tight hamstrings aren't necessarily the hamstrings, the muscles themselves that are tight, but the pelvis is tipped forward, which pulls the hamstrings and kind of pulls the muscles on edge. So if you go to lift your leg with your pelvis tipped forward, it's going to feel like you have tight hamstrings. Same thing as if your pelvis is tipped forward and you go to bend forward, feels like you have tight hamstrings. But if your pelvis is able to roll backwards by your low back relaxing, guess what? Your pelvis is in neutral and you have the normal length of hamstrings. Better yet, your hamstrings are in the right position, so when they need to contract, they can. Now, the one thing is we often don't sense our hamstrings contracting when we're doing our daily lives, and that's one of the skills I work on with people one-on-one to help improve their mobility, but decrease pain in various areas of their body. Sometimes it can even be in their shoulder, and it's related to their hamstring feeling tight, but really their pelvis being out of position. So as we're going through our exhalation today, I really want you to focus on allowing your pelvis to relax so it can roll backwards a little bit. In order to get that to happen, we have to get the low back to relax and our belly to relax at the same time, and just allow your tailbone just to curl under you and sink into that chair. That's our goal for today. If you have questions about it, obviously, raise a hand, let me know, make a comment, but here we go. So let's get our low back all the way into the chair back. Our upper back just relaxes into the chair, feet flat on the ground. If you need to, put something under your feet so your knees are at the level of your hips. And I'm going to demonstrate using the straw. If you have one, please join with the straw. Put it between your lips, not between your teeth. And we're going to go through the 4 steps of the breathing process. So breathing in through the nose, pausing a second, blow out through the mouth, then hold your breath and pause 3 seconds. And I'm going to demonstrate now, and then I'll coach you through that. Here we go. Okay, so as you can see, of course, my belly pops out as I blow out. We were working on that last night of not sucking in. Well, guess what? We're gonna need that letting out in order for our pelvis to let go. So go ahead and get seated all the way back in your chair, feet flat on the ground. If you have a straw, put it in your mouth. One hand on your chest, the other hand on your belly. If you can, close your eyes to get rid of all the other distractions that are going to take you away from being present with your breathing and your body. And here we go. Go ahead and breathe in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down and the belly spill out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, thinking about your shoulders staying down as your inhalation goes in. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down as your belly spills out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Feel your armpits relax down and in. Feel your ribs drop down and your low back relax. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop down and in. Feel your armpits relax, your low back softens further into the chair, and your tailbone softens further into the seat. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Feel the whole sternum drop down and in. Feel your low back let go as your buttocks sinks further into the seat. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and neck relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop in and away from your hand. Your belly spills out at the same time as your back relaxes, and your pelvis frees up to curl under you just a little bit more. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel your pecs releasing underneath your collarbone as your rib cage drops down and stays open but not pinched. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your chin tilted down just a bit. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest drop down, your belly spills out, and feel your buttocks and the top of your hamstrings relax into the chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your chin tilted down just a bit. Pause and blow out. Feel the wave going through your trunk as you relax from top to bottom. Feel it going down your buttocks and down through your hamstrings. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your chin tilted down just a bit. Pause and blow out. Feel your chest go down, your low back relaxes, your butt cheeks splay open as your hamstrings relax further into the chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the sternum drop down and in. Feel your belly spill out as your front of your hips relax, the back of your butt relaxes. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3, and take a break. As you get better and better at this, and as you spend more time doing this, you'll actually feel how you'll stop clenching on the back of your thighs, those hamstring muscles. You'll feel how it's like your pants can just fall down because the low back and buttocks muscles just stop clenching 24/7. And it's quite relieving. And I hear from clients that it's quite shocking as well, because all of a sudden they just feel this release, and it's very powerful because now you have control over your body, whether it's tight or loose. And most of us don't know how to have that control. So if you want one-on-one help, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you. But otherwise, keep joining it here every night, and you'll learn bits and pieces as we go along. And hopefully it has a great benefit in your life. So we will see you again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you here. Thanks for joining. Bye.